So, oh, that's your part here. Yeah. Oh,
Well, thanks for telling me. That was great.
there you go. Oh, so go ahead. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Ayana.
Oh, go. Just read the tele.
So sparks flew and the clip went viral after spiritual advice expert Eliana Van Zandt.
Iyanla Van Zandt.
Iana?
Iyanla.
Iyanla.
Yes. Well, she shared her thoughts on the topic of questioning women's standards for men during a discussion with the Grill host Eboni K. Williams. In a now viral clip, I'm going ahead.
Just please do, because you didn't tell me this part.
Yeah, because Iyanla Van Zandt asked Williams this question, and Ebony's response, well, take a look at the clip and prepare yourselves to fasten your seatbelts. Watch.
Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if
a bus
he owns
driver?
the bus? If he owns
No.
it? If he owns the bus?
See, that's the
Iyanla?
problem.
So let me be clear. First, I am a professional disruptor. So backlash is my business. And I will always take it on the chin for the sake of advancing the work, conversation, or movement. So know that I am completely unfazed by the onslaught of nasty comments, wishing me a sad, lonely, bitter existence until my untimely death. Now, that is some weird energy to be wishing onto a black woman, especially one who has dedicated her life to the liberation of black folk. But, you know, whatever, I guess, go off. See, I wanted to talk about how do we close the gap between black women who do show up in a so-called masculine posture, those of us that are providing and building and protecting due to circumstances that we might feel make us feel that if we don't do it for ourselves, we will have to go without the resources and protections we need to feel safe in this world. But Dr. Iyanla went in a different direction. She asked me a personal question. And y'all know I have been extremely transparent about the fact that my life choices and my chosen lifestyle are far outside of the norm. So when I said that I would date the bus owner, a lot of y'all heard something different. Some of you heard the following. Bus drivers are whack. Bus drivers are broke. Oh, and I'm too good for a bus driver. The only thing is, y'all made that part up. See, I said what I said. But then some of y'all started talking about salaries and hourly wages, pensions and benefits. And that's wild because I was never talking about money at all. I was talking about black ownership, but some of y'all made it about money. I'm talking about ownership, black enterprise and entrepreneurship because really I am talking about black liberation. And if you read my book, you'll understand why. So I'm standing 10 toes down on that position, and I don't really care if you're hurt or offended by it. And since some of y'all are already big mad, let me go ahead and make you incensed. So out of the 50,000 plus comments posted on social, I only saw a handful that even considered the possibility of a bus owner being a more aspirational position and recognizing that I am actually speaking and pouring into the ascension of black men when I said what I said. But see, no, some of y'all were too busy naming and shaming me personally and black women in general as undesirable, gold diggers, and much worse. Now, I suspect that some of y'all are the same men that were bringing home C's and D's on your report cards, only to then be coddled by parents that said, well, that's okay, as long as you're doing your best. Well, listen, I love and believe in the excellence of black men. So no, my dear, C's and D's or any other form of mediocrity is not okay. No, I will not create a soft place for you or anybody that I love to fall comfortably into the bigotry of low expectations. So I'm going to say one more time, there's absolutely nothing wrong with driving a bus. My mother Gloria drove one for years. But could it be that black America has been sold a narrative of average, regular, and typical being good enough for us? Well, see, that's called white supremacy. And in this case, it takes the form of conditioning black Americans to happily accept being a permanent American underclass. But see, because I know the truth about black folk in America, no, average is not and will never be good enough for me. And the gag is, I don't think it's good enough for you either.
Can I press this? I just need to. Because I'm big on women empowerment. I think that's very important. Oh, so you want me to speak on this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great.
I'm keeping my mouth shut on this.
First off, with this generation and the way it's been, it's ridiculous, the competition with black and white and Hispanic. Live your life freely and be who you are. It doesn't matter. Nobody should have so much anger in them proving who they should be or who they should date. It just makes no sense to me. And honestly, she spoke her word, she spoke her piece, and I think she's absolutely honest. And you know what? Honest people go a long way. She's not sugarcoating anything, and she's saying what it is. And there's nothing wrong with a man that drives a bus. There's nothing wrong with a woman that can do that. What's wrong with the picture is how people portray themselves and what they expect and everybody's expectations in this generation. But as for women empowerment, I agree. You should not settle for average if you're not average. And even if you are average, tomorrow you'll be better than you are yesterday. So what is the purpose? Growth and love is where it's at. And if you love the person for what they do, you're wrong.
Could you play the clip where Mark Lamont Hill responded to Ebony K. Williams' response to after that tier?
Yeah, we
Look,
had to see that.
watch this.
We shouldn't be defining people by their labor. But there is dignity in all labor. Whether you drive a bus, whether you own the bus, whether you're the CEO, whether you're a worker, it doesn't matter. You're a human being with character and personality and ideas and interests. And that should be the primary thing that we ask when we're looking for relationships. Is this person good for me? So to me, that's more interesting. And if we only look for people who make the same amount of money, we're going to have some problems. And so when a lot of you are mad at Ebony for responding, it's not because you have some grand character. It's because y'all think black women should have a lower bar. It's because y'all think that black women should just accept whatever they get and they should just be happy to have anything. And that speaks to how we understand and how we think of black women in this country. And finally, brothers, with some of our outrage, we got to be honest too. You know, some of y'all get degrees and y'all get fancy titles and y'all get a whole lot of money. And you not only don't date at your economic educational station, a lot of y'all don't even date black women.
Mark Lamont Hill has a point, but aside with the Ebony K, if I say something about what we just saw from it may come out wrong, so that's why I'm keeping my mouth shut on this.
You're entitled to speak your opinion.
I
That's
know.
what this is for.
I understand it, but if I say it, it could come out the wrong way. That's my concern.
Okay, so it's better off we don't.
So yeah,